Hello and welcome back to another devlog video of KillerShapes. Before I continue, I want to thank you for the 77 subscribers and for the support on the previous videos, as you guys are a huge support. I also apologize for uploading late. I took a short break as I thought I was focusing more on following the upload schedule rather than actually working on the game. So yeah, the uploads might be a bit all over the place and inconsistent now, but I will try to increase in quality of videos. Real quick, a huge shout out to Genji, Jenna, the Trifles of Stupidity, A Cooper, Chembe, and David Knight, and everyone over on the Discord server, especially for their feedback and on the playtest versions of the game. They point out a lot of stuff I should fix and adjust, so yeah, thanks a lot you guys, you're amazing. With that being said, let's begin. So from the time I started making the game, I've tried calling upon my inner artist in order to actually add some art to the game, but it seems that guys is useless as myself. So you might have noticed that the art I had made for the game wasn't the best in the world. I mean, I don't want to make art per se, even though video games are art, but I just want to make games plainly, the programming part. Luckily, Genji came to the rescue over on Discord and remade all my bullshit art, if you can even call it art, into something that's actually visually appealing and consistent, rather than mine, which was all over the place. He also added some neat animations to the weapons, which kinda give the game a bit more life. He also created new weapons, remade the skins, and also made a few new skins like the Iron skin, Lava skin, and Skull skin. I also added some drop shadow sprites, a suggestion from Neat Games over on the previous devlog, in order to not make the game look too flat, and he was right. This also meant I had to fix the sorting layers of things so that sprites can show in front or behind each other based on their position. By default this is best on the Z position, but after changing one setting over in the project settings, it's now based on the Y position, so yeah, this gives the game a sort of 3D-ish look, which is kind of amazing. I also added melee to the game. This is simply a way of giving players a few more options as it doesn't use any ammo, and also you can deflect bullets with it in a very realistic manner. And this also gives you a 50% chance of the enemy bullets actually turning on the enemies and dealing damage to them. Plus it also works on rockets, so yeah, melee. I also added two new enemies, one being this guy right here who can teleport all over the place and is a bit annoying, and the other being this guy with a rocket launcher that can also create clones of itself. These clones at the moment just do the same thing as the main one, but at the moment you can just avoid them and go straight for the main. I do plan on making it so that the main is protected by its clones and you have to defeat them first, but that will come later as it's kind of like making it into its own miniature boss. I also decided to do some redesigns of the menu, nothing too much. I just added some animations and also redesigned the main menu, and also made all the HUD elements follow the same color palette, which is just white and grey and a touch of green. Nothing too much, but I thought it looked nice, so yeah, it's in the game now. So now that I'm mostly done with the gameplay aspects of the game, I thought I'd actually talk about the goal of the game, because playing a game with no goal isn't fun. When I started making the game, I just wanted it to be an infinite shooting game, but I thought that would get old and boring real quick, as even though getting a high score is nice, it can get really old. So just like Enter the Gungeon, where you have to get the gun that can kill the past, Nuclear Throne, you have the Nuclear Throne, and for Carson you have to get the milk, I think. For KillerShapes, the goal is to become a cube. Yes, you can laugh at me now. But why make the goal to become a cube? Well, you can think of it as a metaphor or some philosophical stuff like that. Mainly becoming a cube, you can think of it as moving from one plane of thinking to another. Not to get too religious or political here, but think of it like this. Imagine being raised only having one view on life and being introduced to something new. This would represent the struggle you encounter while trying to shift your view and the opposition you may get from others. Or you can just think of it as a game where about shapes with guns and the main goal is to become a cube for some reason. So I will be working on the story elements of the game from now on, as the gameplay is more or less done, but I will continue to do tweaks and also add some game feel as well as more enemy variety and the like. So for the next devlog, I might finally work on a boss as well as some NPCs. Yeah, so with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. The next devlog will not be out in 2 weeks possibly, as I have a bunch of work to do, but if you want to keep updated, don't forget to join my Discord server where you can be updated with everything that is being done with the game and also play the latest builds of the game. So again, I hope you enjoyed the video and watched to the end. With that being said, goodbye and stay safe.